God, that you probably have had this, or maybe experienced it. You know that time when you get into a relationship, it's new, it's fiery, it's exciting, and you ask them about their past, or they ask you about your past, and when it's murky or whatever it is, what their past was, at this point it doesn't matter. See, you love them, and they love you, and this is meant to be. So their past, as dark as whatever it is, it does not matter. But the question we are asking you today is this: is it their past, or is it their path? And of course, I don't have the answers. Zulu.
Yeah, we have said we should not judge.
Yes. Oh, ha. The famous Kenyan line.
Yes.
We are not God.
We have printed t-shirts.
Yes,
Only
yes.
God can judge me.
Yes.
And surely he will. By the way, it's important to always... and you'd already encourage yourself to evaluate before you come to the main evaluator. He said those who judge themselves will not need to be condemned. Once you know how to evaluate yourself, you'll have corrected most of those issues.
Yes.
By the time you get there. We are coming from a cultural taboo to judge, to weigh people according to what they've done in the past, as if we ourselves don't have a past, as if we,
so we shouldn't judge.
Are you perfect?
Are you
I'm not
perfect?
perfect myself. And when sometimes there's a lot of talk about judgment in Kenya, because we've had this Supreme Court thing, and we have now they talk about judges and those terminology, legal terms.
We are about to indulge in a lot of that.
It's been thrown around.
Yes.
It's to tell you that we have come from a place where we have been overfed with one side of philosophy and not the other one.
Okay.
We have been told too much to be understanding and accommodating and to give people chance for change and hope, and not to fix them where they are and to always believe that they're trying to get better. And that notion is very important when you're dealing with the people generally in society, in the market, on the road, in rehabilitation centers, in counseling, even in friendships. It's okay to assume people are trying to get better and to pray for them and wish them
well.
Okay, for as long as you're not importing people into your personal space.
That's okay. Sawa.
It's a good notion.
Yes.
To maintain good human feelings towards other human beings and to bless them. Okay?
Okay. I have a feeling this is about just to go down.
That's a good notion.
Yes.
When you don't have to import people into your space.
Okay.
Marriage and relationships are unique because they involve merging your life with the other. And the essence of who they are will affect you to the core. You cannot swallow it whole by assuming, no, we are not examining too closely because even us, we are not perfect. You're going to swallow this thing. Can you check whether it is poisonous? Yes. If you're bringing this animal to your compound, you better research, is it, when can it get aggressive? Can it hurt people? Okay, I am being understanding and accommodated, but I want to know how safe am I in the hands of this animal. So, as much as you yourself, you know yourself, you don't attack people, that doesn't mean other people are like that. The variety between people sometimes is so wide that it's like you're dealing with different species of animals. The difference between people's character and what they turn into, the path they are on. I saw an app showing people flights. You can ask any kind of a flight. Where is it? Some people are just when they see something flying, they want to know where it's going. So there's an app for that kind of curiosity. In case you are a member of that club, there's an app now for helping you identify any flight.
When it's just passing here?
Yes. And so the flights are going so many directions, and it caught how human beings are. We may be all human, just like the planes are made essentially maybe the same principles and all that, but the directions we are headed, the heights we are flying, what we are carrying, the reason we are going, what are so different. You can't assume we are all human. That's too general. So we are coming from a place where we are almost always reluctant even when you're explaining why you don't get involved with a person, you rather not, you look very much for excuses and heap a reason upon another to convince people why you feel uncomfortable because of this person, where they're coming from.
Yeah.
And we have discussed a lot about what children do to your life. Today I want to discuss about, I mentioned children because somebody asked me how come when people get in touch with me, they vanish. They appear, they vanish, appear, vanish. So I'm wondering what is it in my life that is scaring them.
Okay.
And then she mentioned she's a single mom.
Okay.
And I said, most guys want a lady who is both single and alone, especially when they are also single and alone.
Yeah.
And I know this notion of don't judge me has become very important for you. And because they don't have a backlash, they never express why they left.
Yes. So they just, yeah, oh.
A child is a delicate person whom we all like. So it's usually a catch-22.
Yeah.
The child on their own, a good person, lovely, to play with for a few minutes when you visit. Okay?
Yes, sir.
For as long as it's a short interaction.
Okay. Then they're okay with that.
Yeah. So. Oh. And I told her, when you got that child, what did you think you were getting into? What did you think you were getting into? Of course, maybe you didn't think. Many under 25s are not thinking, just having fun. And I said, some things, once you do them, they change where you stand in life, who you are, and you are. It's congratulations to you. You took responsibility. You did not kill the fetus, the baby. You took congratulations for that. Although you like comparing yourself with those who aborted. Yeah. Now, the question here is who you are, where you are, what they're getting into, and the concept that the jealousy of men is fierce has been downplayed. That he would rather not deal with another man's seed. He would rather. He would rather. When a person loves you, and we are not condemning or saying it's hopeless, we are just saying, by nature, finding a person who accepts you as you are and who wants to build life with you, it's hard. Even when you are the best version of yourself and you are virgin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please. When some people who like you, you don't like them. Unless you like them, they don't like you. That's one problem we have in the dating. People are chasing the other, he's chasing the other. If we all talk about and you find somebody who's looking for you. Yeah. But we are all after this, why this after you? By the time you find a perfect fit, that they want you as much as you want them. Even when you've done everything right, it's work. And I gave you the example of houses. Get all the money right. The search will still be work. You worked to get the money, and now you work to find who to give the money. What kind of life is this? I thought once I have the money,
everything should just work out. No.
And even after you find who you give the money, you have to confirm through many procedures and legal processes and transfers and safety and security. Getting a house. Yes. But we never complain. I will never buy houses again. It's too hard. We have accepted the procedure because it's for our own good.
Yes.
It's put there for your safety to make sure in case of anything, you follow the procedure, you have the paperwork, you know where to find them, you can find redress.
Yes.
But apparently when it comes to relationships, we don't want that. Yeah,
that's their past. You can't judge someone from where they...
In fact, when you dig up the history of a house, you go all the way, even land, you go all the way to green card. The original piece of land, what was it before it was subdivided?
Yes.
We want to go all the way to the first... There we dig.
Deep.
And the more diligent you are,
yes,
the more patient you are. If the person threatens, another person wants to buy, no problem. If they are lucky, I will know it was their luck. I will come for mine. Not only naive people who buy something in a hurry because the seller is saying it's on demand. You should be happy that other people want to buy. It works for you.
Yeah.
So thank you for the advice. I appreciate. But I will take my time. Whoever arrives first, that became my line. The moment they realize in the market, they use that trick every day to excite you, to make you skip procedure to get it quickly. No problem. This is a market. In case they're lucky. Yeah. No problem. I'll check next.
Yes.
But let me do the background. I'll get back to you. Once they hear you talk like that, they leave you alone.
Yes.
You as a seller, you should be happy there is competition for your commodity.
Yeah.
And you should be happy you'll be able to sell. You know? And I'll be happy for you. This is a market.
Yeah.
You know? I was telling that girl that so that even if you have already done the right thing and gathered the right amount of money or deservingness, value to exchange for what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Now there'll be another work for due diligence and searching for what fits your preferences. The same way, if you squandered a little bit of that money, it will cost you some delay to compensate. Or some more negotiation, or if you eat a part of capital, you'll have to pay for it.
That's true. That's true. That is very
You
true.
know.
Yes.
Please, in marriage, your body, you are the capital. You eat it. We are not saying you will never buy now. We are not saying you'll be a squatter, please. We are not saying that you have been ruled out from ever owning a house.
No.
Only that you have to compensate.
Yes.
Take more time, get another money.
Yes.
Sign forms. A lot of forms here saying how you'll be paying and prove that you can get it. And can you bring more paper? Who stamped? Who shall we? In case you don't pay, who is your guarantor? Please do the compensatory.
Yes.
The announcement for those who started with getting children. Prepare for compensatory work. So I was saying, stop this pity party. Why do they keep working away?
Yeah.
Just brace to work more. Be confident. Know that add value. And I was telling them when I learned that, I used to call myself a late crop. When I learned that people were throwing that line at me,
Yeah.
ulichelewa wapi?
You coined it.
I accepted it.
Yes.
Sometimes you realize they're throwing thing at you. Embrace it, that it's no longer a weapon.
No.
But then once I accept something, I have disarmed you.
That's true. That is very true.
Once I embrace, I'm also a single dad, I have a child. And I'm happy, oh, this is my bouncy boy. I'm disarming you so that you don't throw it at me.
Yes.
I'm also informing you so that you can weigh.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Don't continue fighting with the fact that I had suffered delays that I could do nothing about. I was just, the situation of being born, the chaos of growing up, for me, it delayed me. And I accepted, okay, I'm about some years behind. And I'm
okay.
trying to make up.
Yeah. Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So instead of me waiting for somebody to throw it at me, I'll bring it up myself. The moment we start knowing each other. So those who ask, what is the right time to disclose I have a child? The moment we start knowing each other personally.
Yes.
A child will be part of your conversations.
Yeah.
As you explain how your day was, the child will pop up.
Yes.
To
That
explain
is
what the
so
weekend was, I called up my kid, checked how they are doing. You know, it will not be a secret I'll hide. So, because I knew that the repeating of classes for no reason because of chaos at home, so that in primary school you waste 3 years. I'd wasted 3 years, and I'm always among the top in the class. So it was not anything to do with me. It was the chaos. So if I've delayed, I reported to school a year later, wasted others 3 because of inevitably.
Yeah. You finish late.
I'll always be older than classmates.
Yeah.
I'll always be older than but I don't know where I compensated because I checked recently.
Yes.
There's almost nobody older. Nobody younger where I'm finding. So what happened? It comforted me that once you accept things and just take it as your path in life,
Yeah.
at some point it will neutralize. In fact, you can marry so wonderfully when you have a child, but it will take a rebirth, a transformation first.
Yes.
To accept it as a new you and stop being ashamed of it. And to prepare for that, I prepared for extra work because some people would simply see you as just hate, they dislike you because of what you couldn't control. So I said, okay, let me work from here.
Yeah.
So we are discussing what naturally you will call being judged. Don't be defensive. Okay. Allow people to evaluate you because if they are going to buy, they need to check what they're buying. So when it comes to marriage, you are the commodity and people will turn around, check whether it has any creases, how it is. People will check.
Yes.
Check your life. So don't use this defensiveness of being judged. My friend, judgment means either condemnation or evaluation.
Yeah.
The evaluation, the examining, the checking, the testing. They test you in every stage to see whether you're qualified. The interview is a test. Exams are tests. Those are the way of life.
Yeah.
So no point arguing the way of life.
Yeah.
So those who decide they don't, you are no longer a child. When people don't like me, or however they condemn me or categorize me that, we simply don't like each other and the feeling is mutual. Thank you very much. You know?
Yeah.
So if they don't judge me, I don't like judgmental people. Thank you very much. We have valid reasons for not getting along.
Yeah.
You know. So Mikali, what we are discussing today is to differentiate whether the lifestyle that you don't like, this person used to live, has stopped, or it had just paused to recruit you, or it had just been sugar-coated, whitewashed for presentation.
Yeah.
Even people who don't have the discipline for marriage will try to marry for their own benefit, for social acceptability. I gave you many reasons why people marry.
Yes.
For career.
Yeah.
They need to look complete.
Yeah.
Our job in particular, these kind of talks we are doing, the outsiders who hate the fact that we're enlightening people will always try to look at in your personal life to see what they can dig up. So if you're not married or if something happened, they'll try to always say you can't maintain your marriage. You don't have any, why are you advising us? They always try to throw things. Some careers work better when you're married. And when you're not married, the person who hates what you're doing will use that against you.
Yeah.
So you may find because of the pressure of that job, you're marrying for the image to cover your tracks. Not really this, you're not thinking about the partner and how suitable they are for your life and what you have for them and the kind of life you can do for them. Some people are marrying you because of the job they're doing. And they're trying to fight their personal battles and you are more of a fix.
Why?
They don't think where they're taking you. They don't think what they're offering you. And they usually know it because they wanted their marriage, not you as a person.
That's true.
The marriage.
Yeah.
They land here and they tell you they have to marry in a month. They have a campaign coming up. They have an inauguration coming up. They have a promotion coming up. There's a job they're interviewing, they're running for. And I don't have time to waste. I just want to marry and go back. Some even are coming from abroad. They're landing here to marry and go away quickly.
Wow.
And they usually say it, only that we like to blind ourselves.
Yes.
Because of my situation, I have to marry quickly.
And then you translate that to he wants me.
Decide this is not a joker.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of joking
yes.
people. This one knows what he wants.
Gets things done.
You get a girl who is in a crisis, who feels dejected and frustrated and tired.
Yes.
Because either she's pregnant or she has a child or she came from a situation or she just thinks she's growing too old or she's in this restlessness, hopelessness, and she expresses it and you go ahead to propose marriage and you know she will jump at it with all her feet without even knowing who you are. Without even knowing who you. The moment a person blind says they don't care anything else, they're sure it's you. Ask yourself the following. Do they care whether I turn out to be the wrong person myself? How come they don't care about what I could turn out to be myself?
Yeah.
If they propose too soon, if they want to marry you too fast, always reverse the question. If this was a genuine person, they would care about themselves.
Yes.
If this was a genuine person, they would wonder, what if me? I have a side they have not seen. Why are they concluding so quickly?
Yeah.
Predators know that the prey is manageable. They can kill it and eat it. That's why they don't pause to see whether the antelope is carrying an arrow. And they know antelopes don't carry arrows. So they show up to eat you. Yeah. That's why they are not taking the time. When you are the one with value, the reason people pounce on you is because they don't have marriage value. They don't have the character. They don't have the patience. They don't have resources. They don't have they're not bringing you. They're not coming to grow you, make you happier, go anywhere with you, enlarge your life. They're not coming with that. The ability to build the people takes growth, and many people have not grown.
Yeah.
When you have grown yourself, you value growing others. They have never grown themselves.
Yeah.
They've never. So we are asking the question today, what you don't like in the past, has it stopped? That's why it's important to check. Are we together?
Yes.
And did it stop in earnest, or they paused to get social acceptability of marriage? These are the following 3 criteria. You shall answer the question quickly.
Hey.
Not every past has stopped. Number 1, how far back is the debris of the damage of the life they used to live? This is to say,
usually not so far.
How far back since they started, you know, that time they... If somebody is saying they have changed,
Yes.
we should see a track
Yes.
of the changed lifestyle. They can't tell you they have stopped drinking, and yesterday
Yeah.
they drank.
Yes. It's like, no, I'm just stopping slowly. Don't judge me.
If somebody has stopped, if somebody has transformed, is there a year for transformed lifestyle? Stop believing words. Anybody can say anything. The devil himself can pose as an angel of light. What is a track since he lived like an angel? How many appearances did he do to Mary, Magdalene, or who? What is the track of an angel's lifestyle?
Yeah.
We're using that figuratively.
Yes.
If they're claiming to have been clean, how long?
Yeah.
If a person has still been sleeping around, and I told you they always tell you indirectly by talking about dry spell, meaning discipline for them is dry spell. It's not self-control.
No.
It's not a lifestyle they're living of celibacy, of waiting for the right time. They've been sleeping with people and they wanted you, they automatically see you and think of sleeping with you. They are confessing how they live. Don't argue with the idea of dry spell. Take it as a revelation. Oh, thank you, I needed that.
Walk away.
Yes, and don't explain. Never argue with the people when you're over here, they're here.
Okay.
Somebody said, whenever you confront fools, whenever you talk sense to a fool, be prepared to be called a fool. These people who hate discipline, they curse out, they throw you down, they throw arrows of words. And we say you never need a last conversation with that kind of people because you can never come to an understanding. The behavior, their attitude is the closure you need. So the first question, whether it is really a past or it's their path, is there a track record of the changed lifestyle? To know it was a past that they started 5 years back.
Yeah.
If she has a child, when lastly was she having sex with a man? The child may be 5 years old, but the last sex was 1 week ago. So the difference...
Yeah. We know the difference. We're not getting pregnant now.
But the same lifestyle.
Same.
Maybe with it more cunning, clever. The second question. So the first question is, how far back is the debris, the damage that came from the lifestyle?
Okay.
The breakups, the nasty breakups, the babies or the abortions, whatever they were doing, how far back is the careless lives? How far back is the cursive language? How far back is the carelessness, the outburst of anger? How far back?
Yeah.
How long have you been clean?
Yes. Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So if they have not been clean for any period of time, that's what they need, not a relationship. Even they have not confirmed to themselves. They have not told their will whether they can keep their word.
Yes.
There are two people inside of you that you need to prove to each other, your will and your word.
Okay.
So when you say, I will not take coffee anymore,
Yes.
your will has had your word. They want to see how much you can now live up to your word. So if you take coffee again and again and you said you will not, at some point your will loses respect for your word. Even when you say something answered, you always talk like that.
Yeah.
Even this person, have they proved to themselves
Yeah.
that they can keep their word? They can't keep themselves, the word to themselves, they can't keep it to you. Remember the rule. Once you see that a person has been lying to themselves, when do you expect them to tell you the truth? Not lie to you? Okay? The second question. How evident is the transformation? How evident is the change of mindset? How evident is has their philosophy of life changed? How evident is the direction of life, the associations they keep, the language they use, their demeanor?
Yeah.
You have been told about the change that comes when you convert your faith, when you submit to God. You've been told about that salvation, but there's another change that is also a form of being delivered. It's also a form of being when you shake off the habits, the chains that used to tie you, the things that you fought for so many years.
Yeah.
When you finally move away from it, another energy emerges in you that even those who don't know what you broke away from, they can see the change.
Okay.
I don't need to have known you for 50 years. or even for 20 years, to know that in the last 5 years or so, you have stopped a habit that was so debilitating. But I'll see a being, I'll see a confidence, I'll see a demeanor of a victor. I don't know what you want, but you look like you want something. You are just sure. You're just happy you're light. You're easy to relate with. You're understanding because you have been to struggles. You're compassionate. Can you see that? Can you see that in them? Can you see the demeanor of a person coming from victory? Being a victor doesn't mean relaxing and becoming presumptuous of the person you won against. Remember, alcoholics say, Alcoholic Anonymous say, once an alcoholic, you always are recovering. Not recovered.
No.
Because alcohol had made the neural paths in your brain. It becomes a potential temptation. You move far away from the urges, knowing they are always possible. Don't trigger them. You can always go that direction. It amazed me when I learned that when Satan had tempted our Lord, he left him for a season. So even if you have won him 3-0, he couldn't pin you to do the wrong thing. He doesn't give up. As long as you're not, he came back. Only that we're not told that time when he came back. But we heard him mentioning to his friends, his disciples, that the prince of this world came to me and found nothing. So he did not give us detail. But we know whatever he had used on you and worked, even if it had not worked, he will keep checking. Last time you said it is written. Let me see whether you're discouraged today. Let me see. Let me see whether you feel left out. Let me see. Whatever used to hold you down has the potential to return. And we are told when evil spirits leave people, they go and come back to check whether they can come back. They go around and come back. Those habits, they go, once they were pleasurable. Addictions are pleasurable things. Indulgences are pleasurable things. One young man told me, I can't date another girl since the one I dated when I was 23, she was 19. I say, it's 10 years down the line, I meet a girl, they don't match up, I break up, wondering, am I condemned to that first love? You're calling it love. That's why you can never move on. It was an addiction. It was neuropaths you created. What did you think you were doing to yourself? You thought you were doing it behind your parents' back. You thought you were hiding it from your teachers. You thought because they can't see me, oh, you're just having a little fun. And you baptize it love. You and the cocaine addict are in the same category. Can you wake up? This is addiction like cocaine to destroy your life. Infatuations and cocaine and love for underage, before you're 25, they form very strong neuropaths and you fight with them. That girl will be a representative of the cocaine or the drug that you have to be recovering from for many years. You pay for what you did in secret, my friend. And how to save my daughters and my sons who are coming up now. The life is already hard. Don't start new battles. Don't start other battles. They are enough allocated for you already.
That's true.
Don't come here limping. Don't break your leg. Don't come here with the burdens. We are fighting, even those of us who are standing upright, the arrows are so fierce. Sometimes you are knocked down. But because you are light of foot, you can wake up and shake yourself. Don't report to life with burdens. You'll be defeated. You are signing for defeat when you date at the wrong time. Even if you are going behind your parents' back, it will never be about your parent.
No. Never.
The last question is that, are they at rest or are they running? Let me explain this. Some people have managed to escape what used to capture them, but they have not settled. They are still afraid. If you met the Israelites in the wilderness, you will not have married them. They had escaped Pharaoh. But they were still on the run.
They were.
They had not arrived and settled. They didn't look composed and ready to undertake a new challenge. They had not established another life. This is quite different from talking about the distance, because sometimes it can be 2 years, but the person is still panicky, afraid, not sure. They have not built who they are. They used to be captives in Egypt, and since the time they escaped, they're still trying to find, can I manage it? What about this? How do I do this? And am I sure? Some people left, but they never really grew, never established another life. They don't have a new lifestyle, new friends. They are still isolated. When they stopped drinking, they closed themselves in the room. And when you penetrate their life, they tell you, it's been 3 years, I've been clean, I'm so happy. But they have no friend. No life. They have not done, they can't keep, they're still not at a job. They have not, you can't see life. They're still on the run. They can still hear the footprints. They can still hear Pharaoh. They're still on the run. Anybody who had a dark past that troubled them, But remember, when you talk about past, sometimes it is victimization as a child.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's that something that put them under so that they are not themselves.
Yeah.
It's a heap of pain they have to dig themselves out of. Even if they have managed to come out of the depressive episodes, the suicidal episodes, the anxiety, are they at rest? Never marry a person who's not at rest, because you'll be carrying them and they'll never carry you. They can't meet your needs because they're not steady. You can't even challenge them because you're triggering.
Yes.
You can't even talk. The moment you try to ask them about their mistakes or hold them accountable, you're reminding me of how I used to be treated. You're taking back to. Make sure the person who has a dark past,
Yes.
a painful past, they have not only stopped it, come from it, but they have built another life. If they're still getting in touch with the exes underneath, if they're still, every now and then you hear rumors.
Yes.
Online, you hear. They may have come out of the relationship, but they have not built another life. That ex is still part of their social life. That's why they still talk. And you can see it's not about the child.
Yeah.
It's personal.
Yeah.
When people are purely parenting, there are no emotions, so there's nothing to hide. The phone can be called when you're there. Just receive it. Ask, what have you saying about the child? They will not be hiding this.
No.
You can see, okay, is the kid calling check? All right. What are they saying? All right.
Yeah.
There will be no secrecy. You can see this is pure parenting, not what they used to have. Yes.
So, Zulu, the 3 questions to ask yourself.
How far back is the debris, the damage?
Yes.
Since when they stopped, how long past, how have they lived this different life?
Okay.
Number 2, how evident is the transformation? Can you see a glow of a new life? Can you see an ambience of a victor,
Yes.
of a winner?
Yes.
Do they appear like, can you see this is a different person, the philosophy of their life, the friends they have, the places they're going? Have they gone a different direction of their life?
Yeah.
And number 3, are they still running? Are they at rest? Can they carry another person?
Oh.
Are they still delicate?
Yes.
Yes.
Some people are single, but they're not whole in the sense that they cannot manage their lives without having somebody. They cannot face existence alone, and they have managed to flee the aloneness that forges virtues like patience and discipline and self-control. Even if you glance at their life, you can see the trail of the damage and the debris resulting from their lack of character. A string of ex-lovers, unplanned babies, scandalous breakups, emotional havoc. You shall marry them at your own peril. You may say you have no problem with their past without realizing that this is not their past, but their path. It's their lifestyle they've chosen, one of responsibility and escapism. They cannot behave right because they hate self-control, and all they've been doing is indulging and moving from one emotional involvement to another. Now, marriage requires character, not just biology or beauty. And the fact that you love them does not change anything. So, advise yourself.